Top 10 World's Most Expensive Motorcycles That Make You Broke. Being behind the wheel of a powerful sports car is great, but it doesn't really compare to the thrill you get from riding a motorbike. There's a great sense of freedom about it, but it's certainly not for everyone. And rarer still are the people who can actually afford the kind of amazing bikes Tom Cruise usually rides. If you love bikes and have $100,000 to $2 million lying under your mattress, you might want to think about wasting them on the exquisite motorcycles we're about to show you. But before we get into all that, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Number 10. Virus Alien 988, $100,000. Italy's Virus custom motorcycle builder chose an appropriate title for its latest creation. The Alien definitely looks the part of something otherworldly. No, it's not a digitally generated two-wheeled pod for an upcoming post-apocalyptic sci-fi film. This is the Virus Alien 988. The heart of the Alien is a 1,285cc Ducati L-twin making 202 horsepower at 10,500 RPM, mated to a 6-speed transmission, giving the bike plenty of velocity to match its angular body. The bodywork on the bike is something to behold. Everything that is visible is built from carbon fiber. Its sharply designed carbon body is complemented by the carbon fiber wires and the carbon ceramic brakes. In short, it's pretty awesome. The Virus Alien 988 is more of a collector's item, and what an item it is! It has a price tag of $100,000, but it's totally worth it. Number 9. AMB001, $121,000. The words cheap and Aston Martin don't typically go together, so it's no surprise that the Aston Martin motorcycle is ludicrously expensive. Aston Martin teamed up with the motorcycle company Bro Superior to create the upcoming AMB001. It's a sleek, futuristic-looking thing that seems way more appropriate for the video game Cyberpunk 2077 than our lowly reality. The turbocharged aspect of the AMB001 is especially interesting, as the majority of production motorcycles are not turbocharged. A key design feature is the aluminum fin that runs along with the carbon fiber gas tank under the saddle and onto the rear. The rest of the bike is largely made from lightweight carbon fiber. It has a 997cc 8-valve 88 engine V-twin engine and weighs a cool 400 pounds. The beast can produce 180 horsepower from a turbocharged engine. Only 100 of these are being made, and each costs approximately $121,000. Number 8. Ducati Superleggera B4, $138,000. Let's agree with Ducati here. The Superleggera B4 is much more than a motorcycle. It's a total Ducati experience, engaging the rider from discovery to the track, offering the chance to feel the adrenaline of riding the best performing motorcycles. Fully loaded with technology, the Superleggera B4 incorporates the latest research on the finest materials and the most refined components, becoming the full embodiment of power, lightness, and performance. The Superleggera B4 is a no-expense spared superbike that represents the best of Ducati's engineering with influences from its MotoGP project. Translated to super light, the B4 is dripping in titanium and carbon fiber and weighs only a claimed 336 pounds dry. It is powered by the Stradale B4 engine that claims to produce a mind-boggling 234 horsepower. Add in MotoGP-driven aerodynamic winglets, electronics, and top-shelf components, and you can see Ducati's intent. Ducati wants to keep the demand in check, so only 500 units are to be produced, each going for $138,000. That's a reasonable price when the bike can reach a top speed of 299 km per hour. Number 7. Icon Sheen, $172,000. One of the most powerful motorcycles in the world, the Icon Sheen is a limited edition motorbike that pays homage to Barry Sheen. British-born Barry Sheen is an iconic figure in the motorcycle racing world, so it's only fitting that British-based Icon Motorcycles created a series of bikes honoring the great racer. For the steep $172,000 price tag, you get a bike with a turbocharged 1400cc Suzuki 4-cylinder engine, one of 52 playing cards engraved on the bike to highlight the limited number and the prestige of driving this beautiful beast that is very hard to tame. The bike can deliver over 250 bhp and a stylish and distinctive design. It's quite an exclusive series as well, as only 52 of these unique bikes will ever be made. Number 6. PGM V8, $180,000. Back in 2017, this was the most powerful production bike globally, and it still ranks up there with other newer ones. The PGM V8 is the brainchild of Pat Maloney. After retiring from jobs as a mechanic in World Superbike and at Sauber F1, Maloney set forth building the bike you see here. Maloney says the PGM V8 produces a monstrous 334 horsepower at 1,800 RPM when rated at its countershaft. Its steering head angle is raked up to 25.5 degrees and uses a 107mm trail figure, which is fairly sporty for a bike of this size. All up, Maloney claims a reasonable wet weight of 534 pounds. Of course, anything this audacious will be priced out of reach for those of us with modest means, and that's extra true for the PGM V8, which has a list price of, wait for it, $180,000. But one listen to the sonic delight of the flat-flame V8 2000cc engine revving out might have you researching the prices you can get for a used kidney. Number 5. Midgewell Type 1, $185,000. The problem with most exotic motorcycles is that they're too damn fast. We drool over equipment from the likes of NCR and Virus, but unless you spend your spare time testing for a MotoGP team, their performance is mostly academic. There's a motorcycle that has figured out the problem. The 185,000 Midgewell went into production in 2017, with 35 units rolled out. The bike is a classic roadster with exquisite levels of fit and finishes, the kind of tactile luxury that the French do so well. Inspired by classic European cars and bikes from the 30s and 50s, the Midgewell Type 1 has a twin 1036cc engine that pumps out 106 HP and is mated to a 6-speed gearbox. Other notable features of the bike include a chassis that consists of a solid handcrafted aluminum alloy frame. In fact, the Midgewell Type 1 is built to be customized. The frame was available in a wide range of different finishes during the rollouts. Unlike most fiendishly expensive motorcycles, the Midgewell looks comfortable and easy to ride. Number 4. MTT Y2K Superbike, $195,000. Ranked 4th greatest motorcycle ever by Discovery Channel's Greatest Ever program, the MTT Y2K Turbine Superbike is an astonishing piece of engineering. The 500-pound machine features an engine that was originally designed for helicopters that can run on anything from diesel to kerosene to Jet A. So you can imagine it's extremely powerful. The first generation of Y2Ks was powered by a Rolls-Royce Allison gas turbine engine. Once you turn the key and push the starter button, you can feel all 320 horsepower coursing through your body. The price of the MTT Superbike is proportional to its performance, with owners having to dig deep in their pockets to meet the $195,000 asking price. Number 3. Lazarus LM847, $215,000. Can motorcycles undergo meiosis? If so, Ludovic Lazarus LM847 looks like it's got stuck in the process of cell division. Built around the gigantic 4.7-liter Maserati B8 engine, this terrifying tilting quad bike has 4 single-sided swing arms, rim-mounted bikes, dual hub center steering, and many other crazy touches. Oh, and don't forget the 470-odd horsepower tearing up the asphalt through a single-speed viscous clutch automatic transmission. This is something Batman would gift Robin on his graduation. A first look will force one to ponder how this motorcycle will ever lean. But if you see it in action, it becomes clear as the front end splits in order to allow leaning up to 30 degrees. The tail end is the sexiest part of this masterpiece of a bike. Only 10 of these were made for the lucky ones, who can afford the whopping $215 price tag. Number 2. T12 Massimo, $980,000. Before Massimo Tamburini, the father of the Ducati 916 and MV Agusta F4, passed away 4 years ago, he had one final motorcycle design in progress. This was an ultimate track day bike where the cost was not a consideration. Massimo's heirs and associates completed the machine dubbed the T12 Massimo. I suppose it goes without saying that the very best Olin suspension and Brembo brakes are part of the package. But the carbon fiber bodywork covers a tuned BMW S1000 RR Superbike engine making more than 230 horsepower. With carbon fiber and magnesium everywhere, the T12 Massimo weighs slightly more than 330 pounds dry. This is an only track bike, and no street-legal version was made. So in return for almost $1 million, you get a machine that is usable only on a closed course. It's not the usability, but the thought that counts, and what the bike represents. Number 1. HarleyDavidson Bourgeois Blue, $1.9 million. At the top, we have a bike that features diamonds, gold-plated screws, and whatnot. The HarleyDavidson Bourgeois Blue is a custom motorbike par excellence. Taking around 2,500 hours to produce, this unique motorcycle was developed by Bourgeois in collaboration with the Swiss custom Harley-Davidson workshop Wunderbike. The bike experts from Wunderbike employed a secret coating method to achieve the Harley-Davidson Bourgeois Blue's intense, iridescent blue hue. Every metal element found on this one-of-a-kind machine has been produced, welded, beaten, ground, and polished by hand. The Harley-Davidson Bourgeois Blue is the world's first motorcycle to feature a motor that is lit up from inside. Unveiled in 2018 in Zurich, the Blue Edition represents a partnership between watchmaker Carl Bourgeois and custom bike shop Wunderbike with the Harley-Davidson seal of approval. Bourgeois Blue is something that could be a functional bike if it were not for the $1.9 million price tag and the fact that it's covered in gold and diamonds. Forget about the Harley-Davidson exhaust growl, this is a novel way of getting all eyes on you. That's it for today, folks. We hope you enjoyed the video. Which of these motorcycles did you like the most? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like it and share it with your friends. Subscribe to our channel for more amazing content.